It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bisons and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions, Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of the last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors from Hawaii, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. And we are on our way at Allegiant Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
It's a pretty bland game he had. Timeout. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's tackled just past the 35 at the 36. This 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A tough spot here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On the draw, it's Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. There's a nice move. Shreds into the stuff. Fighting through it, he's got space. They can't tackle it. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carson, looking good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Charles, something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether in the midst of a special season or not, now that it's 6-0, are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He completes it to Beckham. He'll hit out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Now Minshew. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped down on that one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Colson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, bringing field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 down, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They spent the week of practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. To the air goes Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, but just like that, they're going to be set up for 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And McLaurin, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on a touch pass. On this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the ball for real. After having worked on it all week in practice, they drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Daniels going to try to sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jaden Daniels scoring on the sneak from a yard.
Turn that down.
And the Bisons are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Minshew sets to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 5 but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bison's offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to throw for it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Back to throw here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Wilson able to put this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make him really earn it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw again. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaden Daniels with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bisons get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. From the gun, Minshew to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now Minshew. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the option, here's Minshew. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. The Bison's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dante Fowler drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Bison's offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Play action, now it's Daniels. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Off the play fake. Daniels. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's Daniels. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Daniels going to try to sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
He gets it complete to Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Minshew sets to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a give, running left is Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Dante Fowler, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. That's caught by Sennett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bisons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So the Raiders now down 28-24. A little under 2.5 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got Hamler. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Now Minshew. Pass complete, it's Adams. Oh, some strong running. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A give to Harris. Powers through. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Minshew. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go. First and goal. Here's Minshew. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And he returns this to the 22. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to it. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Senate, the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here. Back to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.